Today on the Cardinal Sports Network, your Lawrence Cardinals will be taking on the Princeton Day School Panthers in boys lacrosse. Now the teams are out on the field ready to get started. In goal for the Cardinals, number 23, Steve Waleko. Ready for the face-off. And it's going to be Panthers with the ball. Panthers pass it down the near side of the field. And now they'll wait for the rest of the team to get there and set up. Challenged by the Cardinals. Pass it over toward the far side of the field and back again. Now Panthers moving the ball around, trying to find a way through the Cardinal defense. They'll take it around behind the goal line and pass behind the goal. Back out front it comes. As we've done one lap around the goal. Now Panthers advancing. Thought about a shot. Now there's a shot, and an early goal by the Panthers is going to give them a 1-0 lead over the Cardinals.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Joe Feynman out at center for the faceoff. Loose ball is going to be grabbed by the Panthers. Panthers pass it up the far side of the field. And now a crossover towards center. Panthers taking their time. They'll drop that one back. Up and drop it. Loose ball on the field. That's recovered by the Panthers. Now Panthers drive up the middle, threading their way through the defense and score. Second goal of the game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
And we've got Joe Feynman out at center for the faceoff again. And this time Feynman comes away with the ball. They'll advance it down the far sideline. Now angling over towards Panthers' goal. Passes that one over to center. That one gets away and is going to sail out of bounds. Cardinals put the ball back into play. Shot on goal, and that one is stopped by the Panthers. Good pressure there by the Cardinals, but the goalie running it forward himself. They'll send that ball forward, and it's Panthers back on the attack. Flag on the field, but teams will play on. Panthers drop it back. And a quick handoff. Panthers doing a bit of a shell game. Here's a shot on the goal. That one's going to be blocked by Waleko. And play is whistled to a stop. Looks like it's going to be the Panthers' ball.
Man up, man up.
Panthers back in motion.
Oh yeah, Sean, the other one to the high school, PDS.
And Panthers passing the ball around. That pass gets away, and Cardinals will get a hold of it. Passing it back to Waleko. Waleko plays it over to the near side of the field, but a missed catch there turns the ball right back over to the Panthers. Missed opportunity with a shot there for the Panthers. And Panthers will go right back to working that ball around. Challenged by the Cardinals. Panthers move the ball over to the near side of the field. Now they'll send it back behind the goal. Around the front. Shot from way outside, and that one stopped by Waleko. Waleko's pass grabbed by the Panthers, and Panthers come right back toward the goal with it. Ball gets away.
What's on TV? Where is he? Where's Tucker? Where's Tucker? They only have one team on the varsity.
Come on, CK.
Only one this year. Will they go this year to girls? What's up? Two flags for them or for them? For them or for us?
PDS!
Two flags. For them? For them or for us? For them? Against another team? How many players do we have on our team? Kennedy. Kennedy? Can we score? Can we score on here? Can we score? Come on, Black. Come on, Black. That's Marshall, right? This is another backup goalie for Jay.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
What's his name?
Now both teams back out on the field. It'll be the Panthers with the ball on the far side of the field when action resumes.
Is she on the PDS hockey team? Number 20, Tim.
And now play resumes. Panthers drop the ball back and drop the ball, but recovered. Panthers pass it around behind the goal, now out front. And circling like a shark, trying to find a way in. They'll take it around behind the goal once more. Time running out in this first quarter. And there's the buzzer ending the first quarter. So we'll go into the break with the Panthers leading 2-0 over the Lawrence Cardinals.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Panthers will have the ball to start the second quarter. Now pass it over towards center, and now move it over towards the far side of the field. And once again, they'll work the perimeter as we saw them doing a lot in the first quarter. Pass behind the goal. Now back out front. Shot on goal. That one's going to head out of bounds. Panthers ball. Panthers back in action with it. No hurry to take a shot there. Panthers setting up. Goal! Panthers score to make it a 3-0 lead over the Cardinals.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Hendricks Medina out at center for the faceoff this time. Loose ball, and that's going to be grabbed by the Panthers. Panthers move it over to the far side of the field, and now they'll launch it forward. And pass it behind the goal line. Cardinals there to challenge. Panthers will run it back out. And once more back behind the goal line. Now pass it over to the near side of the field and drop it back. And Panthers will go back to working the perimeter. Now here's a drive towards the goal, nothing there. Shot on goal, that one goes wide. Out of bounds. And it's going to be Panthers ball. Panthers back in motion. That pass did not connect. Loose ball on the field. And it's grabbed by the Cardinals but knocked free. Now, Medina running down the near side of the field with the ball. He'll cut over towards center. Forward pass, shot on goal, and oh, that one's so close. Looked like an in and out. Cardinals recover the ball, however. Shot on goal, stopped by Panthers goalie. A couple of good plays in there by the Cardinals. And now it's the Panthers sending it up the middle. Stolen by the Cardinals as Majuska able to steal that one. He'll pass it off to Griselli. Griselli takes it around behind the goal line. Pass out front, shot. Oh, and that one blocked. Loose ball and a mad scramble there to get a hold of it. Cardinals recover the ball. Burns with the ball. Looking for someone to pass to, but he's not under pressure currently. He'll pass that one over Hajuska. Hajuska sends that one to Medina. And Medina to McGrain. That pass picked off by the Panthers. Cardinals block their pass. Up in the air it goes. And Cardinals recover the ball. Shot on goal. That one's going to be deflected high and out of bounds. Well, it looks like they're going to give possession back to the Panthers on this one. Panthers pass it forward. And now Panthers move into Cardinal territory. Send it down the near sideline and now cut over towards center. Take it behind the goal line. Back out again. Panthers moving it around. That ball gets away. Another flag on the play. Cardinals get a hold of it, but I think that's going to be a penalty charge to the Cardinals. And that would turn the ball over to the Panthers.
Number 12, what do you see?
Panthers will have the ball on the near side of the field. Now pass it over towards center. And back again. Now they'll take it around behind. Now out front again. Panthers moving it around, trying to draw the Cardinals out of position. That pass is going to sail out of bounds. Yeah, they're saying that's still Panthers ball. Panthers once more moving it around. Shot on goal is high. It will go out of bounds. Panthers ball again. Now Panthers put the ball back into play. But it's going to be turned over to the Cardinals. No, recovered by the Panthers. Panthers take that one back behind the Cardinal goal. Can't get the shot off, so they'll drop it back again.
What's up, boys? Come on.
You may have seen some of the umbrellas in the foreground as it's starting to rain a little harder here at Cardinal Stadium. Panthers pass that one back out front. And another drop ball. We've seen a lot of that lately, and almost taken away by the Cardinals. Well, it's becoming a bit of a free-for-all out there, but Panthers still have the ball. And there's a flag on the field. And the referee headed over to the scorer's table to have a little discussion about some of the recent goings-on. Well, I think you're going to have a discussion among the referees. They seem to have reached a conclusion. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first half. Cardinals have yet to put a point on the board. Referee's cleaning up the laundry on the field, so we should be ready to get going shortly.
A lot of penalties they have. Did we have any?
Still waiting for the go-ahead from the referee. And there it is. Panthers put the ball back into play. They'll play it over towards the far side of the field and back behind the goal. Now out front. Oh, missed opportunity there. And they'll take it around behind the goal once more. And Panthers will put that one in for a goal to make it a 4-0 lead.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Jay Ramos out at center for the faceoff. Apparently a false start there. That's going to give the ball to the Panthers. And Panthers running it right down the center of the field, now angling off to the right. They'll pass it forward and drop it back. Now running it back behind the goal line and behind the goal. Pass back out front. Loose ball. That's recovered by the Panthers. Good attempt there by Ramos to break that up.
He wasn't there. Did he suit up?
Now Panthers slowing down the action a bit. They'll pass it around the perimeter some.
You never can shoot before. I was like, I don't know.
That's why I'm not playing.
Panthers take it around behind the goal. Pass out front, shot, and there's a goal for the Panthers to make it a 5-0 lead.
He scored 2 goals.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
He scored a faceoff. Ashers on both today, right?
This time we've got Joe Feynman at center for the faceoff. Loose ball, and Cardinals get a hold of it. Now Medina running up the field with it. He'll cross that one. Shot on goal by Lairfield. That one is stopped. And play whistle to a stop. Have to see what the call is. And now action resumes as Medina will drop it back to McGrain. McGrain, well, Cardinals passing it back and forth, much like we've seen the Panthers doing. Panthers intervene. Loose ball on the field, and it's the Panthers coming away with it. Panthers pass sails out of bounds. It's going to be Cardinals ball. Cardinals pass picked off by the Panthers. Panthers played around behind the goal. Drive out front. That shot deflected, and it's going to go out of bounds. Rain picking up a little bit here. And it's going to be Cardinals ball. Austin Cassoni puts it into play for the Cards. They'll pass that one off to Waleko. And Waleko launches it up past midfield. That one goes to Griselli. Griselli cuts over towards center. He'll pass that one up the middle. And McGrain passes that one. No, he's going to hold on to it. They'll drop that back. And now Cardinals with a passing game. Lairfield breaks through, takes the shot, and it's deflected. And goalie comes out of the net, grabs the ball and runs it up the field, getting through several of the Cardinals. That was almost a shot on goal. Well, that would have been unique if the Panthers goalie ran the length of the field and scored, but that was not the case. I believe it's going to be Panthers ball. Waiting for the go-ahead from the referee.
What did they do? Is it man down or man up?
A little discussion over at the scorer's table. Referees conferring.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Hey, what's his last name? He doesn't play for Varsity?
Yeah, a whistle starts the clock. Stopped momentarily.
He'll be a
Referee trying to get things going. And he's going to call that as the end of the first half.
Timeout.
So at the end of the first half, it's the Princeton Day School Panthers leading 5-0 over your Lawrence Cardinals. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with second half action.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Panthers will have the ball in the near corner. Get the action going for the second half, and there they go. They'll pass it around behind the Cardinal goal. That pass swatted down by the Cardinals, but recovered by the Panthers. Shot on goal is unsuccessful as Waleko grabs a hold of it. He'll launch that one right up the middle. Griselli gets a hold of it. But it's going to be knocked free, and now the Panthers have it. Panthers work across to the far side of the field. Now they'll pass it over to center. Shot on goal from way outside. That one goes out of bounds. Panthers ball.
Does he do soccer time?
Panthers back in action. They'll drop the ball back and reset. Rain slowing down a little bit. Out of bounds once more, Panthers ball again. Panthers back in action. Pass that one. Now back behind the goal line. Cross behind the net. Back out front. Shot on goal. And it's another goal for the Panthers as they make it a 6-0 lead. But wait, there's a flag on the play. Not sure what the call is, but coming out that late after a goal, I've got to assume that that's a call against the Panthers. Referee explaining things over at the scorer's table.
Number 2? What did he do? He did?
They're showing sixth goal on the scoreboard.
2 or 1? He had 2 penalties, Pete. What did he do? Why did he throw his glove?
It looks like that goal is going to stand. But we've also got one of the Panthers over in the penalty box. Medina out at center for the faceoff. It's going to be Cardinals with the ball to get the action going. Medina passes that one immediately over to Feynman. Feynman fires it up the sideline. And Ramos trots around behind the net with it, pass out front. And Aiden Burns finds the back of the net to give the Cardinals their first point of the game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Face-off time out at midfield. Loose ball, and that's going to be grabbed by the Panthers. Panthers advancing down the far side of the field. Now they'll drop it back and reset. Medina there to challenge. Panthers working the perimeter. Now here's an attempted drive. The ball gets away, and Cardinals get a hold of it. That was knocked free by Cassoni, but Panthers recover the ball. Now Panthers trot back behind the goal line. Pass it back out front. Medina comes out to challenge. Now here's a run down the near sideline. Panthers take it behind the Cardinal goal. Cardinals challenging the whole way there. Panthers reset, and now heading back down the far sideline. Cardinals getting a little more aggressive on their defense. Plenty of time left in this game. They could make a comeback. Now Panthers behind the goal line. They'll pass it back out front again. Loose ball out in front of the goal. And that one's going to be slapped down by Waleka. They'll bring it out of the goal and pass it up the middle. Griselli gets a hold of it. They'll pass that one over to Burns. Back to Griselli.
No shot, no shot.
Pass to Burns. Goes out of bounds. That's going to be Panthers ball. Panthers back in motion. They'll pass it off to the goalie. Now pass over toward. Whoa, that one got away. It went the wrong direction. Now pass out the front, right in front of the goal, but they recover the ball. And now working up the far sideline. Pass over towards the goal. That one gets away. And a lot of whistles being blown on that one. It's going to be Cardinals ball. And now Feynman in motion, running up the far side of the field with it. Gets past one defender, just about mugged by the second, but gets by. Now the ball is loose. He kicks it forward, but it's grabbed by the Panthers. And Panthers running it back on the near sideline. They'll pass that one forward. Couple of blocks there by the Cards. Now shot from way outside. That does not get through. Ball's recovered by the Panthers. Panthers thought about a shot right there. Now shot, and Waleka with the block. It's going to be Panthers recovering the ball. They'll drop it back and reset. That one gets away. And scooped up by Burns. Burns under attack. He'll cross that one, gets away. But play's going to be whistled to a stop. We had a flag on the field. Going to be Cardinals ball. Lairfield will put it back into play for the Cardinals once he gets to go ahead. Now Lairfield crosses towards center. They'll pass that one off to McGrain. Back to Lairfield. That pass a little low, but recovered by Burns. Now Lairfield over to McGrain. And back. That pass a little low, and this time swatted away. Lairfield recovers the ball for the Cards. He'll pass that one off to McGrain again. Cardinals trying to work that passing game. Lairfield runs it over toward the far side of the field. They'll pass that one behind the goal line. Now Cards send it right back out. That shot just a little high. Cardinals ball. Cardinals back in action. That shot just a little wide. Ramos was ready to fire one in there, but just a little off target. Burns trots over there to put it in play for the Cards.
And then who do we play in the second one?
They'll pass that one back behind the goal. Now Cards move it back around the perimeter. That ball gets away, headed for the sidelines. Scooped up by the Panthers. Panthers pass unsuccessful there, but they recover the ball. Now they'll drop it back and reset. Nice attempt at a steal there by Medina. But Panthers still maintaining control. They'll take it back behind the goal line. And out front again. Across the center. Now, shot on goal. And that one's wide of the goal. It'll be Panthers ball. Panthers back in motion. Slow motion. Now here's a run towards the far side of the field. Panthers drop back and reset. Now drive up the middle by the Panthers. Couldn't get the shot off. They'll take it around behind the goal. And heavy pressure by the Cards. They'll pass that one off. That shot deflected. Second attempt, that goes wide. Out of bounds. Panthers ball. Panthers back in motion. Played over towards center. Pass towards the goal. Shot. And it's another goal for the Panthers. With about 13 seconds left on the clock, they'll make it a 7-1 game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Face-off time once more at midfield. And that one's going to be whistled to a stop. Referee discussing things with a couple players on the far side of the field. And now Feynman ready for the face-off. And Panthers finally get a hold of that one. They'll pass that one down into the corner, but too late as the buzzer sounds to end the third period. So we'll go into the break with the Panthers leading 7-1 over the Cardinals. Stay tuned for more boys lacrosse.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Feynman out at center for the face-off to start the fourth quarter. And Feynman comes away with the ball. Feynman running it up the near side of the field. He gets run over. And there's going to be a whistle on the play. Show of sportsmanship between the two players, though. It's going to be Cardinals ball. Currently Lairfield holding on to it. Referee conferring over at the scorer's table. And Lairfield will pass that one back to Feynman. Back to Lairfield. Lairfield with a spin. Can't get the shot off as the ball gets bumped loose. And Feynman able to scoop it up. He'll pass that one over to Griselli. Back to Feynman. And rain picking up as Cardinals working the passing game. Feynman runs it back around behind the goal. Now he'll get a challenge, so he'll pass that one off. Shot on goal. And that one's stopped by the Panther goalie. Panthers now advancing on the far sideline. Pass, and they'll move it into the center. Out in front of the goal. And that one's grabbed by Waleko. Waleko fires it right back out to the Cards. Loose ball collected by the Panthers. Panthers slowing things down a bit. Now pass it down the far sideline of the field. Panthers send it behind the goal line. That one gets away. Challenge there by the Cards, but a goal scored by the Panthers makes it an 8-1 game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Feynman again for the face-off. Ball squirts free, and Feynman's going to get to it first. He'll run it up the far sideline. That drive rejected, but he's still got the ball. He'll pass that one off. And Cards begin working that passing game some more. Run across the field. Pressure there from Panthers.
Keep on them. Keep poking them.
Now Lairfield trying to make progress. That ball's knocked free. And Panthers scoop it up. Panthers pass it up the middle. And now over towards the far side of the field. That one's a little high, bounces out of bounds. Cardinals ball. Burns to do the honors. He'll pass that one right away to McGrain. And the Cardinals are off and running. Stopped by Panther goalie. He'll pass it over to the near side of the field. Panthers play it up the sideline. Now cross towards center. Loose ball on the field. Panthers able to pull that one away. No shot. And will retreat into the near corner. Now back out again. They'll drop the ball back and reset. Now Panthers with a run up the middle, cannot get through. I'll pass it back behind the goal line and trot it back forward. Cassoni there to challenge. Ball's passed over towards the middle of the field, and now Panthers on the attack. Shot on goal, and it's another goal for the Panthers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Medina at center for the face-off.
Is it for the hook? For college?
That one's whistled to a stop. It's going to be Cardinals ball. Medina puts it in play.
When did he get home?
Come on, good D, good D.
Medina trying to run it through the defense.
No shot, no shot.
That's knocked free. And Panthers grab it. Panthers pass to nobody, but it's going to be chased down by the Panthers. Now Panthers cross the center. Tried to spin and shoot, but Cardinal defense prevented that. Panthers pass towards the goal. That cross swatted away. I think Cassoni got a stick on it, and that'll go out of bounds. But it's going to be Cardinals ball. Medina heads over to put it back into play for the Cards. And Medina's going to pass that one over toward Maleko. That bounces past Maleko, and Panthers get a hold of it. Panthers drop the ball back. Pass over towards center. Oh, over the top, and shot is good for another goal. Panthers extend their lead now to 10-1. 9-point lead for the Panthers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Feynman back at center for the faceoff. And Feynman comes away with the ball. Feynman angling over towards the near side of the field. He'll pass that one to Lairfield. Lairfield behind the goal, under pressure. He'll pass that one over to McGrain. And McGrain to Grasselli. Grasselli crosses it to Ramos. Shot on goal. That one goes wide. It'll be Cardinals ball. Now Lairfield in motion with the ball. Lairfield cuts back behind the goal. Pass that one out front, but that pass gets away. That's recovered by Ramos. Ramos passes it forward. Now Cardinals trying to hang on to it, but a loose ball on the field. That one's going to be grabbed by the Panthers. Panthers drop it and recover. Still on the move, running up the middle. Shot on goal, just a little high there. That goes out of bounds. It'll be Panthers ball. Panthers put the ball back into play. Working it behind the goal. Pass out front. That ball gets away. And it's grabbed by the Cardinals. Edelstein with that steal. He passes that one off to Waleko. He passes it forward. And now Ramos trying to work. I'm sorry, not Ramos. That was McGrain trying to work his way through. He'll pass that one off to Grasselli. Grasselli sends that forward. Nope, that was a fake. Grasselli still hanging on to it. Now Cardinals working the passing game a little bit. Lairfield passes that one to Ramos. Ramos gets past a couple defenders, but the ball gets away. And there's going to be a whistle on the play as Ramos goes down. Ramos back up on his feet. Good to see.
Who do you think will win this one? They're not PDS. Those two players play. Who are they?
No, Chuck.
That's going to be a penalty play for the Cardinals. And Cardinals put the ball back into play. Lairfield thought about a shot there, couldn't get it off, and the Panthers knocked the ball free and take it away.
Hold it. Hold it.
Panthers angling over towards the Cardinal goal. Pass out front. Oh, and that was off the post. Second attempt, scores.
26.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Anyway.
With less than a minute left in the game, it will be Lairfield at center for the faceoff this time. Lairfield comes up with it, but down he goes. Penalty flag on that one.
And your son's tall.
And it's going to be Cardinals ball. And Lairfield puts the ball back into play. Loose ball recovered by Medina. Attempted shot there. Medina gets slammed to the ground and more whistles. Now Cardinals put the ball back into play. Feynman passes that one back behind the goal to McGrain. McGrain sends it out front, but that one gets away, all the way into Cardinal territory. Panthers able to scoop it up. They'll run it around behind the goal, but there's the buzzer to end the game. So on a rainy afternoon, the Princeton Day School Panthers are victorious over the Lawrence Cardinals with a score of 11-1. Thank you to Nene Ivy for working camera for this event, and thank you all for watching. Be sure to tune in again next time for more exciting Cardinal sports action on LTPS TV.